Hi guys, it's Amber from Amber Eats Books, and I'm here today to bring you my weekly reads video. I meant to film a video last week and time just got away from me. We finished out our school year and that was busy, and then I decided that I was just going to start tearing apart my house and do reorganizing and redecorating and stuff. So I've been so busy doing that kind of stuff. But this is my summer of organization. I hope to organize like every aspect of my life this summer. So when I go back to work at the end of the summer, I am so much more relaxed because I feel like I have things under control. So we will see how that goes. I'll try and keep you guys updated as I go along. But I have a lot of videos that I want to pre-film today, and I have more planned out for the rest of the month. So I'm really excited because I hope to be able to bring you guys a lot more content during these summer months and to keep it up into the school year because I will have a schedule set and done. So that's what I've been working on. But anyway, let's get into the books that I read. The first book I'd like to discuss is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. This I actually listened to on audiobook. It was a very, very quick listen. I think I was able to accomplish it in 2 hours because I listened to it at 2 times the speed, and it was an enjoyable listen. I will say I wanted a little bit more out of it. I am really good at keeping my house clean and tidy. Yes, once a year I really need to go through everything and just kind of reorganize and get rid of all that stuff that I haven't been using in the last year. But if you look at my house on any given day, you will not see piles of clutter or anything around. So I'm really good about doing that kind of stuff on my own. So this book really didn't give me any new tips or anything that was useful. It did, however, give me some tips that I could share with my 2 teenagers who are not so good at cleaning and tidying up. So I can see the value in it for someone who actually needs some help in this subject. I ended up rating it 3 stars. Enjoyable, but not anything that I really felt that I needed or will ever go back to and reread. The next book that I'd like to talk about is The Silent Wife by Carrie Fisher. This was our hashtag on the BookTube shelves June pick. I will leave all the information down below in case you guys want to join in for July. I really ended up enjoying this book. I gave it 4 stars. However, when I first started reading it, I thought it was going to be a thriller, and it wasn't really a thriller to me. It was more like a family saga type thing. I did think that there was some suspense in it where you just did want to keep turning the page because you kind of wanted to find out what happened to this family and to these characters, but it wasn't a thriller in the way that I thought it was going to be. This follows 2 characters. We follow Maggie, who has just married into this family. She has a son and mother who she's trying to blend into it. They are vastly different. Her mother-in-law is trying to push her out. She doesn't want anything to do with her. She kind of keeps putting her down all of the time. She's jealous of our other main character, Laura, because Laura's been in the family for a while and she seems like she fits. Her husband seems so energetic and loving. So she's having a hard time figuring out why Laura always seems so down. Laura, on the other hand, has her own emotional stuff to deal with. She isn't in the best relationship and no one else can see that. And she's jealous of Maggie because Maggie seems so carefree and happy all of the time. There are some twists and turns as far as the plot goes. We do find out things about characters that have been hidden for a while. I enjoyed them, though I did predict a few of them. And I also thought she could have taken it just a step further. But overall, for me, what I really enjoyed was getting into these characters' psyches and really hearing their inner thoughts and knowing things before other characters did and seeing the big reveals and stuff like that. I really enjoyed that. I thought her writing was great. I would definitely pick up her other novel that she has out to see how much I like that one. But I really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 stars. The first line in this book is, "The words, 'Would everyone be upstanding for the bride?' made me want to look around for the woman in white." The last book I'd like to talk about is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. Yes, I finished it, and yes, I really enjoyed it. I ended up rating it 4 stars. I like this book so much better than book 1, so what everyone says is true. Book 2 is fantastic. I thought the characters were so much better in this book than they were in the first one. Feyre still annoyed me, but I still liked her better in this book, especially towards the end, than I liked her in the first book. I thought Rhys was the best character. I really fell in love with his character. I thought also the author did a really great job of building up those scenes between Feyre and Rhys. it was just fantastic. I'm so excited to go on to book 3. Even though I've heard some mixed reviews about it, I really just want to know how this story is going to continue. So if you are on the fence of picking up the series, I do think it may be worth it just to get to book 2, because I would probably reread this book at some point. The first line in this book is, "Maybe I'd always been broken and dark inside." Now into what I'm currently reading, and that is Fool's Errand by Robin Hobb. This is book 1 in her Tawny Man trilogy. This is also the 3rd trilogy in the realm of the Elderling series. I read the Farseer trilogy, which also features the same main character, Fitz. This is following his life 15 years later, and I'm really excited to see where this book goes. I'm only 56 pages in, but it has been quite a little ride so far, so I cannot wait to fall back in love with this character. So I'm really excited to read it, and I will let you guys know what I think next week. Now on to what I hope to read for the rest of the week. I've joined a Goodreads group called Lisa's Buddy Reads that I will leave the link to down below. This is hosted by Lisa from Books and Smiles here on BookTube. I will leave her channel link as well down below. But we are going to be buddy reading 2 books per month. So for the first half of the month, we'll read 1 book, and for the second half, we'll read the other. So for the first half of July, we are going to be reading The Trophy Child by Paula Daly. I'm really excited to read this. I want to know nothing about it. I want to go into it blind, so I don't even have a synopsis to give you because I didn't even read it. I just said, okay, that's the one you picked. I'm going to purchase it, and I will read it with you guys. So I will let you guys know what I think of this when I finish it. Then the other book I really would like to finish this week is one that I've had out from the library for over a month as well, and that is Blood Song by Anthony Ryan. You guys have seen me show this book over and over again. I've kept putting it off, but I really want to get to it because Tina from the Neverending Bookshelf said it was her favorite book of the year so far. So I know it's going to be a fantastic read, and it's fantasy, which is my favorite genre, so I just have to do it. What's probably been holding me back is the size. It's a mass market paperback, and the print is teeny tiny, so I really didn't want to pick it up just because of that, not because of the story or anything, but because of that. But I'm going to force myself to do it this week, so I'll let you guys know what I think of it next week. So that wraps up everything that I had to talk about. How was your week? Did you read anything that you loved? Anything that you hated? Let me know down in those comments below. As always, I hope you guys have a great week and happy reading.